Good evening everybody, Neon White on our video. Don't call Neon White a boomer shooter. Sure, it's a twitchy, high-octane, first-person action game, but hardly a shooter, and it definitely isn't for the boomers. The sounds and the style of the Neon White evoke a specific feeling for a specific kind of person that the games are barely made for anymore. That the person who grew up sneaking into the TV to watch Toonami where they were too young to be up late, who stalked the manga section at the Board and Barrel Snowball every weekend while rocking an almighty My Chemical Romance shirt. Neon White was made for freaks and the misfits who grew up on the internet, but if not in that demographic, don't worry, it's still one of the most exciting, addicting and stylish game you ever all played. From the jump, Neon White shows you what you're in with stylish anime-inspired opening video narrated by the Steve Blum and rest with the blood-igniting music by a machine girl. These two names form the audio heart of the Neon White. Steve Blum, the invoice of 2000s anime, having started in Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo and more. Here he voices title protagonist, the Neon White, as an amnesic singer from hell, temporarily sent up to heaven to complete with order neon sinners to slay demons and earn the right to stay there. Blum casting as Wyatt isn't just a nostalgic stunt, as he brings an incredible nuance to the character who puts on an edgy Spike Spiegel from this despite actually being a golden retriever style softie with a love for niche foreign music and a weakness for a manipulative woman. It's awesome hearing Blum nail that balance, bringing a hint on experiencing sensitivity into the cool guy moments and the proud of awkward dude energy into the lame boy moments. The rest of the voice cast is delight too. Machine Gill meanwhile will melt your face off. The New York electronic music group has never composed a game soundtrack before, but like the Tron Legacy scored by Daft Punk, you'll be convicted they're done if they is. This is the case of snagging a dozen licensed songs from the group. It's calling in a day. Machine Gill has crafted over 50 tracks for the game, ranging from the chill melodic cutscene background, the amp and the twist tracks you heard as run and a jump through each stage of the game. Their music is like the indie electronic sister, a Doom Eternal soundtrack, sonically very difficult and different, but still perfectly crafted to make you wish, oh hell yeah, as the beat kicks in your soar through a level. Soaring is more of what Neon White level. You have guns, sure, but each stage lasts than a minute, and it's not necessary focus on the gunplay or swarming the enemies. In each perfectly handcrafted level, there are gun carts scattered along your path to the exit that you will pick up to equip various weapons. The primary fire on each of these will just shoot bullets, letting you dispatch the requisite stationary demons on each stage to unlock the exit. You outfire through is the real business. Each weapon card, outfire or discard ability grants you immediate transfer ability at the cost of the destroying that card. A pistol gives you a double jump, a rifle darts you forward, a machine gun drops a bomb that propels you into the air, and so on. What this culminates is each stage being designed for you to navigate and exist swiftly and stylishly as possible, like an anime bat on the electronic hell. It's a spectral loop of millisecond measuring speed up run platforming that never gets old and never gets frustrating. Cards, enemies and the platforms are always smallly replaced to the encourage an immediately approachable and understandable path to victory that still leaves you feeling like a badass. You can clear the stage once, probably get a decent and move on if you choose, but if you feel the itch to do better, the game is ready for you. Each level has so many incentives to encourage score chasing and replays. You can aim for an ace score on each level full of hint makers to navigate an alternative path to the exit, complete 4 times with your friends or entire world, and even hunt down secret gifts on each stage. The gifts are my favorite because they encourage a whole different way of play, foregoing speedrunning and demon playing for the puzzle-like platforming challenges in order to each just out of reach presents. Snagging this is worth as it can give them most various NPCs in the game to unlock fun dialogue and devilish side quests. Neon White genuinely feels like it was plucked out of a long dormant corner on my brain. I'm almost that person described in the beginning of this review. I stayed up my past bedtime for Toonami, I grabbed every bleach volume at the Borders, I wore my Chemical Romance shirt and spent hours discussing Hatsuki Miku no Gaia online. Plenty of the indie games managed to tug at at my heartstrings with a reputable protagonist and endearing story, but very few games feels like a top-bottom vibe match like No One White does. This game takes all stuff I thought was cool, I was teen, and reminds me that hell yeah, that stuff is still cool. If you are on the same wavelength, Neon White will feel like a revelation. Its the paragraph doesn't even sound like English to you. Don't worry, because Neon White will still probably land on your GOTY list. So, about the summaries. Neon White is a love letter to turn on decayed internet weirdos. It's a full rule of cool anime nostalgia, ear-shredding electronic music, and dialogue ripped straight after my group chats. It's a genial game made of the audience really present, but even if you don't fit the archetype person in this game made for you, you are still the most stylish and satisfying action platformer I ever experienced for a long time. About the bad, well, boomers will require Odderall to play this boomer shooter. Thanks for watching. Bye.